Enola Holmes 3 is expected to take the story into a more mature and complex phase. After proving herself as a capable detective, Enola may now face a case that challenges her beliefs rather than just her skills. The mystery could involve a wider conspiracy affecting women, children, or marginalized communities in Victorian society. Unlike earlier films, the danger may not come from a single villain but from powerful systems operating in secret. This shift would raise the stakes and show Enola stepping into a larger role, where her decisions have broader consequences. The tone may remain witty and energetic, but with darker themes, signaling Enola's transition from a rebellious girl to a thoughtful, determined leader. In the third film, Enola's character growth will likely focus on responsibility and self-identity. Having earned independence, she may now struggle with the pressure that comes with recognition. People seeking her help, enemies targeting her, and society watching her actions could create inner conflict. Enola might question whether she wants fame or true freedom. This internal struggle would deepen her character, showing that independence is not always simple or glamorous. The film may emphasize emotional maturity, with Enola learning to balance courage with caution and confidence with humility. The dynamic between Enola and Sherlock is expected to evolve significantly. Rather than rivalry or playful tension, Enola Holmes 3 may present a partnership built on mutual respect. Sherlock could acknowledge Enola as an equal, consulting her on complex matters. However, philosophical differences may remain. Sherlock trusting logic and institutions, Enola prioritizing empathy and justice. This contrast can create meaningful dialogue and subtle conflict. Their relationship may symbolize two approaches to solving problems, enriching the narrative while keeping Enola firmly at the center of the story. Enola's relationship with Tewkesbury may return with greater emotional depth. Instead of simple romance, the third movie might explore distance, differing life paths, or ideological disagreements. Their bond could be tested by Enola's dangerous work and refusal to conform to traditional roles. The story may show Enola choosing self-growth over comfort, reinforcing the franchise's feminist themes. Romance, if present, will likely support her independence rather than define it. A major theme of Enola Holmes 3 could be power: who has it, who abuses it, and who is silenced. The mystery may expose corruption within respected institutions, reflecting Enola's ongoing challenge to Victorian norms. Women's rights, class inequality, and justice could again play key roles. These themes would make the story socially relevant, while staying entertaining. Enola's investigations may show that true change requires bravery, intelligence, and persistence. The antagonist in the third film is likely to be more complex and influential than previous villains. Rather than a physically threatening enemy, Enola may face someone with political or social power. This would force her to rely more on strategy than action. The villain could mirror Enola's intelligence, making the battle one of minds. Such an antagonist would elevate the tension and highlight Enola's growth as a thinker and planner. The tone of Enola Holmes 3 will probably balance charm with seriousness. Fourth wall breaks, humor, and visual creativity may continue, but with a slightly darker atmosphere. This evolution would reflect Enola's age and experience. Action scenes may feel more intense, while emotional moments become more grounded. The style is expected to remain vibrant, maintaining the franchise's unique identity. By the third movie, Enola Holmes may fully embrace her role as a symbol of change. She is no longer just resisting society, is reshaping it in her own way. The film may highlight how her actions inspire others, especially young women, to question limitations. This symbolic role would reinforce the heart of the series while giving Enola a sense of purpose beyond solving mysteries. The ending of Enola Holmes 3 may feel conclusive, but rather than closing her journey, it could mark the beginning of a lifelong path. Enola might establish her detective work as something permanent, independent of her family name. The conclusion could focus on choice Enola, choosing who she is and how she lives, without compromise. Overall, Enola Holmes 3 is likely to be the most emotionally rich and thematically strong entry in the franchise. With higher stakes, deeper character development, and a smarter mystery, the film may feel like a natural evolution rather than a repetition. It has the potential to solidify Enola Holmes as a lasting cultural icon, clever, fearless, and unapologetically independent.